Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Have my rolling luggage case and I have arrived to another airport, this time Atlanta. Well, back at Atlanta. Is it Atlanta International? It's an airport and it's in Atlanta. I am about to board a flight back to Los Angeles. My Dragon Con, extended Dragon Con weekend has come to an end and I am a little tired. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's TheDailyWoo.
Just look at all those departures. This is a major hub when it comes to airline travel. But according to that digital stream, mine is right on time. I feel like I'm in a theme park queue line. It's like I'm getting kind of dizzy just walking back and forth and back and forth. It's almost like some sort of lab experiment for humans. And I was a candidate. I was a experiment today to wander through this labyrinth/maze.
That was an interesting experience. They let me keep my belts and my shoes on. By the way, say goodbye to that. We are moving on. I thought it was going to be a relatively easy experience getting through TSA, but little did I remember that I put a full-size bottle of water unopened in my bag, so they ended up having to put me in the extension line, and he asked, are there any liquids or perishables inside here over a certain ounce? And in my non-sleeped haze, I said, no, there's nothing in there. And he pulled the water out. Whap, 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 sad trombone moment. But he was a nice guy, and now I'm carrying on.
There's some artwork here on the wall of different travel destinations. That is the Bean in Chicago, the artistic rendition. And check this out down here. What a coincidence. That's exactly where I'm heading. Marilyn Monroe and Southern California. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. If you're in the market for an emoji wireless speaker, you come to the right place. I, in particular, I like this one. He's got the sweet shades. An interesting thing I've noticed is not all airports sell chewing gum. This one in particular does. It's just like theme parks. A lot of theme parks do not sell gum, but Atlanta, they have gum, and some of my favorite kind. I prefer Trident. I used to be big on buying postcards and storing them in a little box because they don't take up a lot of space of all the locations and destinations that I would visit. But now that I own a fridge, I've been kind of leaning towards getting magnets. That one looks good. Or, you know what? I think I might get the Skyline.
I have to be completely honest with you. I changed my mind. I got this one instead. And a Mountain Dew. You know, a little caffeine. I'm opting not to get coffee because I'm about to get in the seat on the plane, and yeah, it might get the nether regions. It might start brewing if I have a piping warm, hot, overly caffeinated beverage. Mountain Dew has caffeine, but it's not as strong as coffee, and does not stir up the bubblies in the old tummy. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
They have electronic, look at that. It's an electronic disposal system. Since I will be spending the next 4.5 hours sitting, I decided to wander around and look at some of these artifacts left behind the glass case here in the hallway. Flight jackets, helmets. I've heard instruction manuals referred to as handbooks. This one is a handy book. It might have just been the original terminology, and over time, the slang has just basically converted into what we know now as a handbook.
Please maintain control of your bags at all times.
I got my bag.
Report any unattended baggage or suspicious activities to the nearest law enforcement official.
Mine is
or
attended.
TSA representative.
Mine's good. Mine is attended. That is a nose turret ammunition, not to be confused with Tourette's, which is a totally different condition that some people have, where they just spout out profanity at random instances. Check out the price on this. $2.98, or maybe it's $12. Either way, it's pretty inexpensive for how much that was, if that's the correct pricing. Here at this burger place, their slogan is, "Women cry for it, men die for it." And I have no earthly clue how she got through the security checkpoint with that handgun. And she has somehow annihilated this zombie. Is that a zombie? Or is a guy confused to be a zombie because he's lurking in the shed? You're just trying to hang out in a dark alley and you got confused as one of the undead. You might be able to tell from my voice that not only my soul, mind, and just the outer shell of my torso and body and legs and feet need a rest from this very lengthy, long, I probably walked 78 miles. I didn't have my Fitbit go. I don't even have a Fitbit, but if I had one, I probably walked about 78.6 miles, which is probably a rough estimate over the last 3 days. But my vocal cords are they're slightly in need of a nap. That's where a good old travel day comes in handy. Because I won't be talking to very many people on there, unless we go into a planes, trains, and automobile moment and start singing the Flintstones while we're on that bird. Is that the proper terminology? A bird? Look, there goes a bird. I may be misstating that. This is a familiar sight. It's like deja vu all over again. All these tunnels look the same. Officially above the clouds. This is what they refer to as sky high. We're currently at 36,000 feet, traveling at 500 miles per hour. This is the cockpit view. You can adjust it. You look overhead. We're almost over my birthplace of Tupelo, Mississippi. That's it, way down there. And I wasn't the only one born in that little town. So was Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll.
Well, we got out right on time today, even a few minutes early, and the winds aren't quite as strong as they're predicted, so flight plan has us arriving a good 30 minutes early into LA today, so barring any arrival delays into Los Angeles, and assuming we have a gate, sometimes when we're that early, we'll have to wait a little bit for a gate to clear up, but we'll see when we get there.
Just a little bit less traffic up here. Rush hour just doesn't have the same feel to it.
This is like looking at an art piece from up here.
Are we back? I think we're back. Landing sequence initiated. That's always fun. There's that famous landmark right next to the tower, that little spidery looking thing over there. And just like that, the appearance of lemonade has once again reared its lovely, tasty, fruit-filled head.
This way to baggage claim, which for me is very simple because all I brought was carry-on. In fact, my checkerboarded backpack that some people equate to either a ska backpack or a Cheap Trick backpack is wedged inside there as well.
Consolidation is key. I can't even tell you the last time I checked in luggage and didn't put it above my head. He has his own little stair there. All right, he's good.
LAX. In case you do not know what that stands for, it means Los Angeles is excellent.
I had every intention of snoozing a bit, getting some shut-eye, getting 40 winks when I was on the plane. That did not come to fruition. And after a lengthy Dragon Con weekend, which was, even though it was my 5th year, it was very impulsive and very last minute after I got back from doing that cross-country trek for nearly 3 weeks in my RV. The last minute, the other day, a day or two before I departed for Atlanta, I booked my badge, which is the laminate that you wear to get into all the panels and to see all the cosplayers and roam around all the host hotels. I booked a hotel and I booked the flight. I will most likely be back last year or next year, not last year. I'm very disoriented and very tired.
So my goal for the rest of the day, well, first off, is to stand here on this curb next to the ride service sign, letter C pickup area, and my Uber should be here within the next 5-10 minutes according to the app. And then I will take the 45-minute, hopefully traffic-free ride back to the homestead, and then I will slumber. I will slumber good, and I will try to regroup my mind and my body and my energy for mañana.
Which is when we will meet next. I will see you then. By the way, if you want a free Uber code, Uber ATWUE. That's Uber ATWUE. You get a free ride? It's kind of nice to get a free ride from Uber if you have to go from point A to point B. Try it out if you've never used it. Uber ATWUE. I'm sleepy. Vlog over.